Hey, I'm gonna film my video.
You should film it on the actual camera.
That's a lot of work transferring. All right. My name, Nicholas Carey. Today is September 12th. Oh, the thing slid up. September 12th, 2018. What are you looking forward to this year? Graduating. What is one thing you hope will happen this year? Graduate. What do you think about Apopka High School? It's wonderful. What is one thing you remember about elementary school? One time this really ugly bitch, she tried to kiss me, and I told on her, and she got in a lot of trouble. What is one thing you remember about middle school? I think my balls finally dropped. What is one thing you most remember about last school year? Chase, what was something I remember from last year?
Taking your shirt off.
Oh, yeah, I took off my shirt a lot. I kissed Scahill, but not on the lips because that's Channel 9 worthy. What was the funniest thing that happened to you last school year? What is something that happened funny last year?
Was it the van that blew up the year before?
Ooh, that was sophomore year.
Oh.
They made a High School Musical segment off of all the fights.
That was actually fantastic.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I heck with it. What was your biggest success last school year? I passed all my classes. At this moment in time, who are your three best friends? Jackie, Jordan, and Manny. Describe the upcoming year in 3 words. I mean, I skip a lot. Fill in the blank. I will always remember skedaddle. What do you plan on after Apopka High School? Probably either going EMT, medical, and then going to FSU, and then getting something in medicine, and then becoming a paramedic, and then maybe going out to Yosemite, or film and photography. I don't know yet. Where do you think you'll be before your 10th high school reunion? To be honest, my class probably won't even have a reunion because they're boring. They're just boring. And but I don't know, probably photography somewhere. Who do you know that you will still know 20 years from now? Probably my mom. I'll probably know her for at least 21 years before she probably abandons me or something. I don't know. But alright, that's cool. Bye. How is this year now that we are at the end? It's going great. Went great. Somewhat. What was the most memorable moment of the school year? Probably all just the talks we had in DNM. Where do you think you'll be in the next 10 years? Probably something with photography, ad marketing, and managing. What was the funniest thing that happened in your DNM class? I forgot. Probably everyone fighting with Devon. That's my favorite black person. What was one thing Scahill said or did that you'll remember? Get the hell out of my office! Is there anyone at AHS you would like to thank? Not really. Not like they did anything great. What do you think you'll most remember from your years about at a Apopka high school? That doesn't make any sense. But people are annoying as shit. How do you want to be remembered? Yeah, someone that's very nice and always speaks kindly about others, and good pictures. You know.
Can we have a deck of the cards though, since there's only like 4 of you?
Alright, just everyone. Just I
want to play.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay. Name and date of taping. I'm Jackson Hoovers. I filmed this on September 6th, 2018. 2018. What I'm looking forward to this year, I don't know. Homecoming. I'm looking forward to homecoming, and I'm planning prom because I'm junior class president. So that. What is one thing you hope will happen this year? I just hope to honestly pass all my APs. I have so far, so yeah. What do I think about high school? It's pretty cool. It's pretty chill. I'm doing well, I think. What is one thing you remember about elementary school? I remember all my teachers. I remember like everything I did in all my classes. I remember my 5th grade dance. I remember just being in the car right or line. Like, I remember odd stuff. But the thing I remember the most would probably just be like, I don't know, playing on the playground, I guess. One thing you remember about middle school, getting to take the SAT. Like, I was picked because I was like one of the smarter kids in my class, and I felt so special for that. What is one thing you remember most about last school year? Homecoming. It was the first year I went. I didn't go freshman year, so that was pretty cool. The funniest thing that happened last school year, probably just anything in DNN. That was some of the best laughs I've ever had, to be honest. Biggest success last school year, I would say passing my APs. Like, I'm not somebody who's not good at AP, but passing is still a good thing, so I was proud of that. At this moment in time, who are your 3 best friends? It says 3. I'm gonna name 4. My friend Cecilia, James, Jackson Davis, Jordan Jenkins. Yeah. Describe the upcoming year in 3 words. Strenuous, exciting, and daring. I don't know. I will always remember, I guess I'll always remember Thomas Scahill. What do you plan to do after high school? I want to go to college, probably Florida State. I want to get a degree in something in music and like do something in music for like a job, I guess. Where do you think you will be for your 10th high school reunion? Hopefully somewhere being kind of semi-famous musically, I guess. Hopefully, if we're around by then. Who do you know that you will still know 20 years from now? Oh, I know I'm going to know Jordan, Davis, Manny, James, Cece. I know I'll know those people in 20 years. Like, those the homies. That's it. Okay. Third 9 weeks. Video diary. About me. Okay. Number 1. What was the best thing that happened in 2018? I don't know. I got a haircut. That was pretty cool. What is the worst thing that happened in 2018? I got cheated on. That's crazy. How is school going this year? Bad or good? It's going alright. I kind of have, at the moment of this filming, like a D, or no, C and F. That sucks, but I'm a good student, so I'm gonna get that up. You know how it goes. How are your holidays, and what was one thing that happened to you that was a good thing? My holidays were cool. I had my birthday over Thanksgiving break, so we celebrated that. It was pretty cool. Christmas was alright. I got AirPods. I don't know why I can't film with them on here. I just do this because the mic is closer, but you know. What did you do for New Year's Eve? I hung out at my friend Cecilia's house. What was the best song of 2018? Oof. I don't know specifically. I'll say all of the ones that I listened to. There were so many. There were songs from Frank. There were songs from The Neighborhood. There were songs from JID. There was a lot of songs, and they were all good. Best movie of 2018? I don't know. There's a lot of movies I plan on seeing that I've heard are good, but I haven't seen them yet, like mid-90s and stuff like that. So I think that'll be pretty good, but I haven't seen it. But I've heard good things, so. Black Panther and Avengers Endgame. Those were fire. What plans do you have for summer of 2019? I'm gonna work. I'm gonna be a lifeguard. I'm getting paid $11 an hour. Hopefully, if I'm like actually hired. I think I'm gonna get hired, so. If you will not be at a pop guy school, where would you be? Home. What is going to be the hardest thing to do between now and the end of school? I'm trying to get straight A's. It's probably not going to happen for this quarter or this year. I mean, it's fine though. Pass all my APs. That's a hope. Alright. That all of them?
I made it quirky like you made.
Wait, Nick who?
Nick Carey.
Where is he?
All right.
And I said, that's not a camel, that's my wife.
That's not funny. All right. You ready?
Ready.
This is my spot. Many memories were made here with people like Chase, and Talia, and James. I don't know. I ate a lot of
Kyle. Why
lunches.
did I hear
I
my
ate a
name?
lot of lunches here,
you
and
can go
Nick,
home.
and I don't know. It's cool.
I can? Fuck yeah.
Oh, that was confusing. Alrighty. How was the year? Now that we're at the end, it was fine. I mean, I did a lot. This year was kind of boring. Like, school-wise, it wasn't as intense as last year. It felt more just kind of like a really long part of last year, so that was fine. What was the most memorable moment of the school year? I made a lot of new friends. It was cool. That's memorable specific moment. Don't really know. Maybe homecoming when the DJ said, "I want to see y'all twerk it." That was pretty chill. What do you think, Jonathan?
Hey guys, I didn't go to homecoming. Prom was pretty fun though, setting up.
Yeah. Alright. Where do you think you'll be in 10 years? I have no idea. It matters what college and how that goes. 4. What was the funniest thing that happened in your DNA class? Probably when I told Kyle Eckert to shut up because he was a expletive I cannot say. That was a fun day overall. Just because of like all the arguments that were happening in class. I yelled at a lot of people. I yelled at James too. And that was just fun. Because Devon was there and Devon laughed and yeah. What is one thing that Scahill said or did that you will remember? He told me that I can't say the N-word because I'm barely black. I'm just a gur. That was yesterday. Yeah. Well, he said that a lot though. He said I could just say "guh" because I called him an expletive a few times, and he said, "You can't call me that. Just call me "guh." Is there anyone at AHS you would like to thank? If not, think of them. All my friends. There's some of them are here. You can't see them. Hey guys, hi guys. Ari, come here. Come here if you don't want it. Come on. You thank Ari. There you go. I'm not giving you the choice. What do you think you will remember most years from now about your years at high school? I don't know. It was pretty chill. Like, you didn't kind of like a lot changed, but at the same time, it wasn't like weird, like crazy, like a lot of kids go through. Like I had a lot of changes, but they weren't like some crazy like rebellious thing. I didn't start like a punk band or anything like that. Yeah. How do I want to be remembered? I just want to be liked, to be honest. I hope people don't talk to you and be like, God fucking damn it, Jackson Hoovers, he sucks. He sucked ass. Nah, it's cool.
Little does he know.
Shut up. Add a video clip to your best friend or best friends. If you don't think you have one, Skate Hill won't volunteer. Well, these are just a few. Hey guys. Hey guys. They're not all here. You know, got too many to count. But these are just the ones that are in this art closet with me. So that's it. Signing off. Yes. Whoa. There we go.
Okay, hi, my name is Yesenia Flores. It's September 10th, 2018. It's a Monday, by the way. This is my third video diary, so let's get to it. Okay, what are you looking forward to this year? I'm looking forward for finally catching up with my classes. I have been absent so many times this year. I just started and I'm already like not doing so good. But yeah, hopefully I'm gonna try to catch up. Looking forward for that, to finally catch up and get the grades I want and I deserve. Well, not you know what I mean, but you know what I mean, like good grades basically. Next question: what is one thing you hope will happen this year? One thing I hope will happen this year is I hope I actually attend a sports event maybe, or anything, honestly, because I'm like, I've never gone to a football game, soccer game, basketball game, volleyball game, I don't know, any other games that there is or something. Looking forward for one of those, or hoping to happen this year. Okay, what do you think about Apapa High School? Okay, I'm gonna be brutally honest, I fucking hate the place. Literally, I hope it burns down. Like, I'm sorry, but like, it's just a shitty place. I don't like it. I don't like the people. I don't like the teachers. Yeah, it's a kind of a shitty place. I don't really like it personally. So yeah, okay, we're back. So, what is one thing you remember about elementary school? Okay, one thing I remember about elementary school is having this teacher. She was my 4th grade teacher. I didn't like her because for a 4th grader, not letting them outside for recess, it's just like disrespect for me. So she was those teachers. She didn't let our whole class to go outside and go play in recess or whatever. So then I didn't like her because of that. She would always make us write nonstop. It was like annoying. But yeah. But another reason why I didn't like her, or why I like something I remember, was because like I was those kids that didn't know how to read. So I would always be at reading tutoring and things like that. So then every morning she would ask me before going to her class, she would be like, oh, did you go to tutoring? Like, or she would be like, oh, I didn't see you at tutoring. And I'm like, okay, I don't care. Like, I don't want to wake up at 6 in the morning just to go learn something. But look at me now. But yeah, she was those teachers. I really didn't like her because of it. But yeah. The only thing I like thank her was because she recommended me to be a safety patrol. And so this kid was able to be a safety patrol for 5th grade. Like, psh, who didn't want to? But you know what? Yeah. I ended up being a safety patrol thanks to her. But still, that's one thing I remember about elementary school. What is one thing you remember about middle school? Oh my god, there's so many things I remember about middle school. Not at all. One thing I remember about middle school, it was my 6th grade year. I met my first math teacher that freaked the fuck out of me, because the dude was like buffed the fuck up, like so buff, like literally you could see like the freaking muscle marks or whatever, and then his face was like so freaking scary. He had like the angry face, like that dude, like the guy that would beat your ass up for any slight thing, like literally freaking beat the crap out of you. So then I was scared of him. He had those tattoos on his arm, like a whole sleeve. And then he was all buffed up, and then that attitude face, and then everything. Yeah, I was scared of him. He was my math teacher. I was horrified of him. I'm not gonna say his name because he might find this video and I don't know, probably haunt me down for it. But yeah, he was my math teacher. He taught me how to learn math. He was a pretty funny guy once you got to know him, or you were one of his favorite kids. I was one of his favorite kids. He was pretty funny. He has a fear of frogs, I think so. Yeah, he has a fear of frogs. I remember the story he told me. There was apparently a frog in his toilet. I'm like, how do you get a frog in your toilet? I'm like, I don't know. But yeah. Another one was also 6th grade because my science teacher was like bipolar. I personally think she was, but I don't know. Cause she'd be like in a really good mood as soon as we walked in, and then like 2 seconds later, she'd be like screaming at us. She's like, "Sit down!" and stupid things, and I'm like, "Oh, like not even a second ago, you were good, saying like, oh, have a good day, how's everybody's day and things." But okay, but yeah, she was like, thank God she already retired, so nobody has to go through that. Like, I pray to everybody that like we're able to like manage to pass her class for 6th grade. Okay. What is one thing you most remember about last school year? Something I remember about last school year is Mr. Scahill, best old man you can possibly talk to. This girl, she was on her phone, and then like I think she still hadn't put her phone down or put it away. And Mr. Scahill, at that time, Trump was talking about like giving guns to teachers and things about that because of school shootings and everything. So then he was like, "Oh, I can't wait until I get my Trump gun," and that's always been funny to me, and I always will remember that about last year. What was the funniest thing that happened last year? Okay, so one of the funniest things that happened last year was when it was like around testing days, and my friends, we all had lunch together, which was like once in like a million years. But yeah, we finally had lunch together because we all had different lunches. But yeah, we finally had lunch together, and we all decided to wear slides, or chanclas in other words. And I remember my friend, I don't know what I said that got her a little bit pissed off or something. And like she just took off her chanclas and started throwing them at me, and I'm like, what are you doing? And then I remember she was like, "Oh, this is how I feel when my mom throws me her chancla all the time." And I'm like, "Oh, Mexican problems." Like, ooh, the struggles. But yeah, she used to throw that. She threw her chancla at me like 4 or 5 times. Like, I would kick it back to her, but like, stop and just put on your shoes or slide or whatever. And then she's like, nah, I kept throwing it and throwing it. So yeah. But yeah, that was one thing. A lot of people kept looking at us like we were fucking crazy, but that's who we are. What is their biggest success last year? Okay, my biggest success, success of last school year was that I finally passed geometry. Cause honestly, I was like so fucking lost in the class. Like, I had no clue what was going on. Like, I struggled a lot. I was managed to change my F to a B. I managed to get I believe 110% A. I was like so proud of myself. I was like, yes, finally. Because like my year to date grade was like pretty damn low for like to pass the class. So yeah, I had to get a pretty high, percentage thingy. So yeah, I managed to pass that. I have no clue how the fuck I passed it, but I passed it. Like, I didn't cheat. I was a good child, holy child. But yeah, in this moment in time, who are your 3 best friends? My 3 best friends. The number 1 hoe, Rosalia. She is one person, very, very, very strange, and I don't know how to explain. But she is that person that's constantly bitching and annoying at me to attend school, even though I'm probably like 10 seconds late to school, and she's always bitching at me. She's like, "Get your ass to school, like stop skipping." And I'm like, I am a good child. I do not skip. I just don't do homework. That's the only difference that I don't do. But yeah, she would always like constantly bitch at me. It's like, "Where are you? What are you doing? Like, get to school. Why are you at home?" and things like that. She's always a person that's worrying about me. So yeah, she's one of the good friends. My friend Annette, she's another one. She's another like a best friend because she's constantly there, and she's like my dance partner, in other words, because like when we go to parties that we're in the same parties. She's like, we're like, let's go party, let's go dance. Because like if you're Hispanic or Mexican or whatever, and like it's not comfortable just sitting there at a party. Like it's boring, honestly. Like no, and watching people dance. Like no. You gotta get yourself out there on the dance floor. That's what you gotta do. So since there's not many like guys around our age that know how to dance, we have to make our way through. So we dance with each other. That's the literally only way. But yeah, when we're at the same parties, we're like, let's go party, let's go dance. Like there ain't nobody else is gonna take us out besides yourself, so might as well. But yeah, but when she's not there, it's just like kind of sad because I'm like, who am I supposed to dance with? The chair? I'm like, what the heck? Go for it. So I go for it sometimes. I'm just kidding, no, I don't. But yeah, my other best friend, I don't know. I want to say Brittany, but I don't. We have the same lunch, but I don't see her anymore. Like, I don't know. But like, she's normally there when I need help at school. So like math problems, which normally to me don't really. It's not really hard, but I just managed to find a way to like act myself kind of stupid and still ask, because like I just want to talk to people. But yeah, she's always there for me. Always helps me with questions, homework related questions. Lets me copy her homework sometimes. I'm like, just change the words, and I'm like, I got you. But yeah, yeah, she's normally there. She gives me like random pep talks. I was like, don't do this, don't do that. I'm like, I've never planned to do that or that, so don't gotta worry about it. But yeah, man, every time I want to just randomly talk, she's there. So yeah. Describe the upcoming year in 3 words. Oh crap. The upcoming year in 3 words. Shitty. Interesting. Hopeful. I'm gonna say that. I will always remember. Okay, I will always remember the summer before sophomore year, which is this year. So that summer, literally like the first week of summer, I was already out of my house. I was like, bye, because my friends and we all attend this group that we go to. It's called Sin Fronteras. We attend that, and in that like thing, it's like a group where they all have conversations and everything about important topics and other things. In that group, they had an activity technically, or like an activity technically. It was something called Peace Camp, and from there, it was like a camp. We went like far away into the woods, basically. Yeah, it was pretty far into the woods. There's like literally no service. Most people didn't get service. I was the only lucky one that got service, so you already know. My streaks were not dying. But yeah, yeah, me and my friends, we all went over there. There were other people from different schools that also attend the Sin Fronteras, but some people also attended the other activity, the Peace Camp. So yeah, me and my friend Rosalia and Annette, we went to the camp. We all 3 did. I was being a little bitch at the beginning. I was like, I'm gonna get homesick. I'm gonna just like I'm gonna be crying the whole week. I'm gonna be crying. It was for a whole week, by the way. But yeah, I always remember that because in those times we met good friends. We met several people from different schools. Like some were like from Lake Brantley. Some were from our school that I didn't even know existed in our school. Some were from like Wakaiva or other schools that are like still here in Florida, but they're like farther, which I don't know their names. But yeah, those are the basic schools I kind of know. We made several friends. In case y'all want to know, I'm gonna name them. Okay, we met Nick, aka Chino. We met the 2 Marians, one that goes to our school and one that's already graduated. We met Carlin and AD, Josh, Laura, I believe her name is. I can't say really her name. She's really sweet. She's really kind. But yeah, those are some of the people that we met there. They were pretty cool and pretty chill. Pretty, it was like interesting to meet them because I like I saw them in like in the big group, cause like it's like a big group full of like 85 kids maybe, or even more, I don't know. And then it went from like being 85 to like 25 or like 40, I don't know. But yeah, it was interesting because like I've seen them around, but I'm like I didn't talk to them because I was like I first impressions to me honestly weren't good about these people, but I got to talk to them and I got to know them, so yeah, that all changed. But yeah, what do you plan to do after Apopka High School? What I plan to do after Apopka High School is I hopefully attend college. That is one thing I want to do because I want to be the first one in my family to attend college. What else? Have like, yeah, attend college, have a job. Probably like start paying for a home or something. I don't know. Maybe have my own pet or whatever, a dog. Kind of want a doggy, but that's kind of a lot of responsibility if you think about it, because that's like having a child. No, they're kind of expensive. No offense, like me, but they're cute and all, but they're kind of expensive. But yeah, where do you think you will be for your 10th high school anniversary? Okay, that one. I think I might be hopefully financially stable. I gotta be financially stable. I have to be financially stable. Maybe have a family, already started a family, have 2 dogs, a nice home with a pool, because my house gotta have a pool. Have a good job, a job I like and enjoy or whatever. Hopefully either have my own law firm or my own office for either the immigration lawyer that I want to be or the psychologist that I want to be. Like either one, I think it's fine, honestly. But yeah, hopefully that's where I will be in my 10th high school reunion. Who do you know that you will still know 20 years from now? Okay, I will most likely know Rosalia until like I'm like 100 years old or some shit. Because that girl, oh my gosh, she will not leave my life at all. I don't think she will. As you know, she cares so much about me. She's always like on me, like do this, do that, like, you know, things like that. But yeah, I feel like she would be in my life and after 20 years. Because I don't know, I don't think I would lose contact with her. We're very close. We talk all the time. Like, it's just like that bond. I don't know. It's a weird bond. But yeah. But I'm gonna tell you for a fact, I'm pretty sure she'll be like that mother that has that wine glass full of wine, drinking in the middle of the afternoon. I can tell you that for a fact. She will be one of those type of parents. She doesn't accept the fact that she will be one, but she will be one. I could tell you now. It's absolutely, completely going to happen. But yeah. That is my video diary. That's all I got for today.
Hi, my name is Zania. I am really tired. It's currently my 3rd period. I'm in the closet of one of my teachers. But yeah, I'm really tired, so sorry. Alright, so this is my 3rd, 4th video diary. Don't know. But okay. It's currently March 11th, I think. Yeah, it should be. Okay. So we're gonna answer some questions. Let's go. So, what are the best things that happened in 2018? Dang, I don't know what really happened in 2018. 2018 was like, okay, like I'm just gonna be another year alive. In other words, I don't think there wasn't anything that cool, to be honest. No, not really. All right. What was the worst thing that happened in 2018? Everything. Oh my god. Well, actually, the best thing that happened in 2018, I got my license, full license, so able to drive. And then, worst thing, I don't know, having to wake up every day. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I just want to sleep, but okay, whatever. How is school going this year? Let's just say this school year, not so well, not so good. I mean, yeah, I could have done better, maybe attend more You know, I don't know. It's okay. There's another year. Okay. What were the holidays and how were the holidays? My bad. They were good. Thanksgiving, I guess, was good. Not much of a fan of Thanksgiving because, like, you eat a lot, and I'm like, I'm not a fan of eating big proportions or out of control or repeating the same food every day until it's done. So, yeah. What was one thing that happened to you that was a good thing? As I said, I got my license, so bitch out cruising and partying every weekend now after work. Oh, I got a job, by the way. I work at Wendy's now. I regret it. I want to get out. But yeah, what did you do on New Year's Eve? Alright, New Year's Eve, that's the day everybody gets drunk, especially Hispanic parents and people. Hispanic people, damn. Mexicans, oh my god, they drink so much, bro. Like, it was, like, so freaking crazy. Like, all I see is, like, a table full of a whole bunch of liquor, and I'm like, this is gonna be a fun night. It's definitely gonna be a fun night. And I'm like, over here just staring at my godfather getting wasted, and my other uncles and godfather that I have, and they're all like wasted, like long gone, and I had to drive them all home. I'm like, dude, like I really did not want to do that, and I was like, out. But yeah, some of them they drove home, which kind of low key, like I was like, and then I think it was like 2, but they didn't live that far. They lived like literally next door. I'm like, y'all could have just walked and leave the damn car there, like. But whatever, that's on them. They risk their lives, risk other people's lives. Even though we told them several times, just walk home. Like, you don't live that far. It's like 2 houses down. But yeah, what was the best song of 2018? Best song of 2018, A Través del Vaso. It's a Mexican song. Bro, that shit hits your fucking feelings. Like, it hits there. It just hits. And then, yeah, that's one. And then, I don't know. There's other songs, but I can't really think of them right now. Bro, the Jonas Brothers came back. They got together. Oh my god, that's like my childhood. I realized that like 2 days ago, and I was like, yo, they got together. Like, they're back together as a group or as a band. And I'm like, childhood memories popping up out of nowhere. Over here singing all the lyrics from day one. You know, I'm not a 90s baby that everybody says, but I'm an early 2000s baby. So, over here listening to that good stuff. Already know, I know them real struggles. Best movie of 2018. Best movie 2018. I don't know what really happened in 2018. Best movie. I don't really have a best movie. Maybe because I watched The Incredibles, but it wasn't really that good. I didn't really think it was that good. Honestly, like for what it was worth, it wasn't even that good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there was any good movies, to be honest. Yeah, no, there wasn't any. Yeah. If you will not be at Apopka High School, where will you be? Well, if I wasn't in Apopka High School, I'll probably be at home school, sleeping still, catching up with that sleep, and then working and, I don't know, volunteering at the Hope, maybe. It's the same thing, I don't know. What is going to be the hardest thing to do between now and at the end of school? Keeping up with the grades, bro. Right now, I'm already struggling. Like, it's third quarter, and I'm already struggling. Like, I got 4 C's, 2 B's, 1 A, or I think 4 C's, 2 B's, 1 A. Yeah, it makes 7 classes. I'm a little autistic today. But yeah, right now I'm catching up. I'm failing my 3rd period class, which is now, but yeah, I just need to turn in a paper and that's all. I'm failing biology, I'm failing English. Well, not really failing, but well, in my eyes it's failing, but in other people's not, it's still passing. But I don't like passing with a C's. It's gotta be at least a B. Gotta be at least. I don't care if it's a low B, a high B, it's gotta be a B at least. I don't mind. But yeah. Okay, but yeah, that's the only thing basically. I don't know if I want to add anything, but yeah. Oh, this is where, well, not this specific room, but like out there in the other, outside of this closet. It sounds like I'm in the closet and everything. I'm sorry. But yeah, outside of this closet, the actual classroom, I filmed my memorable spot there, so letting you know. I'm just really tired. You can see how tired I am, which is sad. But yeah. So this is the end of the video diary, so hopefully everything's good. I don't know what to say. I'm just really tired and just want to go home, go to sleep.
Okay, so I am currently here at the place where it's my most memorable spot. Somebody over here just staring at me, which is creepy, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, okay, so this is my video diary. My name is Yesenia. Second year doing this. Yeah. Okay, so I'm currently in the Avid room, room 422. This is one of my most memorable spots because right here is where me and my friend do dumb shit all the time. The teacher is pretty chill and everything, so then we just do dumb shit in here. So, yeah. Yeah, we do our work here, I guess. We sometimes skip in here, and, you know, try not to tell the teachers or whatever. But yeah, yeah, that's what we try to do, but I think it's pretty chill here. I like it. The teachers chill. People are chill here. So let me tell you a good story here. Okay, so me and my friend, we have this teacher third period. And it was funny because me and her sit in two different tables, but we some way we end up at the same table all the time. So then one day, there was the little wire things, the like extension cords. I think extension cords of like where you plug everything in, for like chargers and all that stuff. And so there was one of those, and my friend was trying to like charge her computer in the wall, to like plug it into the outlet of the wall, but she realized that one of the extension cords was it was there, but she didn't realize it was there. And so when she was trying to go plug in her computer with the to the wall. She fell with like the extension cords. Like she's like pretty damn clumsy. Like she can't even walk straight. She's like drunk every day, but not literally. Cause she doesn't drink or anything, but her body is always like drunk for some reason. But yeah, it's just really funny. Cause she can't walk straight, run straight, stand straight. She can't do anything straight. So then, but yeah, so she like fell over the extension cords. Like, how do you fall from an extension cord? But it was really funny because like all you hear was like the big boom right there, and it was just hilarious and everything. But yeah, that's my video diary. So this is my video diary. It's currently May 21st or 20th, either one. I don't know. But yeah, it's currently May 2021 or 21st. I don't know, either one. But yet again, my name is Yesenia. It's my 4th or 5th or 3rd, I don't know, video diary right now. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's my video diary. All right, so far the year has been going okay. Nothing much has changed, just that I made a whole bunch of friends with seniors from different schools, but everything's okay. So my plans for next year, don't really have any. It's kind of, hard right now, because right now I just got into National Honor Society. Planning to apply for the Spanish National Honor Society. I got the Orange County thing, well, not Orange County, but Orange Tech thing that I gotta do next year. Taking some AP classes, basic high school stuff. Planning to attend more. I have to attend more because trying to get the fuck out of here. So far, the best thing that's about Apapa High School right now is, I don't know. Right now, I feel like they're not being that strict right now with like leaving and stuff. So yeah, it's the only way. I've been absent. So yeah. Well. There is one person, Mr. Scahill. I would like to thank him. Scahill, real MVP. He's always, always listens to everything, no matter what stupid thing we gotta see or hear about our lives, I guess.
Yeah, and I thank him for that because always there. Yeah, I never really skipped in your class, but like, you know, I'm pretty sure if I asked you, you would like totally let me. So by the time you upload this, you probably did let me at one point. So I don't know. It's whatever. Right. The most memorable teacher I had this year was Cahill, clearly. Mr. Drumpkin with his crazy stories. And Mr. Graham, actually, surprisingly, I've never went to his class that much, but he was pretty memorable. Mainly because, like, Miss Brennan definitely had her since, like, last year, freshman year. And it's my sophomore year, so yeah. Oops. But yeah, nothing much. Just, yeah, those are the only people that are only teachers I found memorable this year. Oh, I know. Well, you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna say that one because I might get in trouble for that. But yeah, the only thing I regret is not trying out for the volleyball team or being more active my sophomore year. But yeah, that's the only thing I regret. But everything else is pretty normal, so it's nothing really I majorly regret. Maybe not socializing a little bit more with like other grade levels, not only seniors, because like this year, like I said, I made a whole bunch of friends with seniors. So yeah. The most memorable moment of this school year so far is actually when I first met my friends. Very proud of them. That's really the only thing memorable. Maybe I found it passing some of my classes. Actually getting into National Honor Study. Oh my god, I don't know how the fuck I got into it. Because like I'm always absent. I'm never here for first or second. Like I have like already like 45 or 47, I don't know, even more maybe, absences this entire year. And so I'm like, I don't know how the hell I got into National Honor Society, because like isn't that like based on your attendance? And like my grades are really good because like, okay, so like my first and second period, amazing grades. Like I've never been there for like this whole year, but it's like amazing, all A's, like literally like 90s or 99s. That was the lowest I got. And I was like surprised because like it's like saying I don't really have to be at school to learn and to get a good grade. Like stupid, but yeah, you know, but it's really good. In 10 years I most likely will be still in school, maybe college or grad school. Well, still college, grad school, same thing, or maybe hopefully law school, because yeah, like in like the last part of my video diary, I said I wanted to be an immigration lawyer, and that's still being an immigration lawyer. So yeah, right now I'm taking several classes online about law and history, criminal justice, you know, things like that. Yeah, so it's not much of a big deal. So the funniest thing that happened in my DN class was specifically the part where all the moments Nick always came in with random conversations to tell us Cahill. It was always like really disturbing things. So like the one part where Nick came in and he was like, oh, everybody, Dylan and somebody else were literally like disgustingly like doing their stuff in like a party, because they were supposedly at a party and they were all in one room and just trying to bust it out, which was I was like I didn't want to know about that. But yeah, that's the only thing. Those are always my funny moments, because like Nick, every time he came in with a random story about his friends or things he did, it was like funny, but like I don't want to know. One of the most memorable things that happened in the DNA class was, as I said, it was the majority were Nick, to be honest, because they were like funny. But it was that one video that I don't know his name. Oh, Justin Apatucci. I don't know how to say his name, but yeah, he actually made a video for Cahill, like a thank you video, because he was supposed to retire this year, but he's actually gonna retire next year. So then they made a video for him. Justin and some other kid, I forgot his name, but they made a really cute video, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. And I'm like, I'm always gonna remember this video. I even have some footage in it on my phone, but I'm not gonna post it because, you know, it might be copyrighted by somebody. But yeah, but that's okay. But yeah, that's the only thing I always remember about Cahill saying or did was, the majority of the time, was that when he like did some funny times, like, okay, so like I did the one wrong move, and then all of a sudden he'd be like, I'm gonna build a wall, and you pay for it. And I'm like, no. Yeah, I always thought it was funny though, because like I know he didn't really mean it, but it's funny because he hates Trump as well, which is weird. But he really wants his Trump gun, what I don't understand. But still, yeah, it's always funny. So, well, I want to be remembered as like the person that actually tried, like I said, achieved their goals. I hopefully being known as a girl from DNN, because Nobody really knows that I'm in the DNA because I'm never an anchor, and I don't like to be in the anchor because I don't like the TV. Like, I'm not a camera person. Like, clearly, look at this face. It's not meant to for cameras. So, yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I just want to be a good person, you know? Active in school and out of school, working, everything, yeah. I will most likely remember all the stories of Nick Carey. I think that's his name. Yeah, Nick Carey. His stories and his friend's story. That one kid, Dylan, that comes in sometimes. And, that one kid, Seth, too. Yeah, definitely gonna remember their stories. There's just like, boom. Every time I think of high school, I'll be like, that group of friends. Like, that is always gonna be something. It's gonna remind me. And then, yeah, that's all, actually. Then, and Owen, too. He's another weird kid that, I don't know. But he's funny. Okay, so the next clip is a video of me and my friends, wannabe bloggers out here. We never commit because, you know, we're not about that life. We're not about that vlog life, so yeah. Alright, guys. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be you, Loki. But we got a competition against the editor, co-editor. So we got a competition now. So yeah, this is the one of our YouTubers right here. YouTuber. Her name is Annette Gonzalez. Go follow her at Annette Gonzalez something. Really? But yeah, it's our YouTube channel. It's Christina. What the fuck? You good, Rosalia? I look like the girl in the grocery. I'm the cast member for like. That was me. So any movie directors, cast members trying to put your girl up, you know. Go. Wait! Wait, I want to show mine. Go. Look at it, it's so beautiful. They're not hearts, they're all rejas. I already know, right, Annette? Happy birthday, by the way. Shout out to everybody say happy birthday, Annette, right here. It's her birthday.
Hi, I'm Max Topinka, and it is September 9th. This year I'm looking forward to completing all of my AP classes, hopefully with A's and B's. And I'm looking forward to prom and Scahill's class and what I'm going to do in creative writing. What is one thing you hope will happen this year? I don't know, maybe make some new friends. That's always cool. I always like meeting new people. What do you think about Apopka High School? It sucks, it's overcrowded, the county doesn't really care about it, and we keep switching from principal to principal so fast that nobody can even keep up. What is one thing you remember about elementary school? My first grade teacher, Miss Krebs, who I visited up until her retirement whenever I was in 6th grade. She was a really good teacher and like really helped me through some stuff whenever I was that little. What is one thing you remember about middle school? Another teacher, Mr. Scarborough, he was my 8th grade English teacher, and he would tell gross jokes and like in general inappropriate things that you shouldn't be telling school children, especially like 8th graders who are immature as it is anyway. Like, I'm so surprised he wasn't fired, but he wasn't, and he was back the next year when he was actually only a sub but ended up being our teacher the whole year because he was so good. What is one thing you most remember about last school year? I don't remember a lot about last school year because it wasn't a super great time for me. I don't know, I was going through some things, so I don't really, it's all kind of a blur last year. I remember some stuff from the very beginning of the year, and I remember being really excited to wear a suit to prom. So that was cool. I guess that was probably the thing I most remember, is probably prom, getting to wear a suit and looking pretty good in that suit. What was the funniest thing that happened last school year? Probably, I don't know. School's not funny. Like, funny crap doesn't happen at school. I'm gonna switch that to be this school year. Scahill messing up the pledge and saying I pledge allegiance to the school instead of the flag, and then getting yelled at by teachers about it. That was funny. What was your biggest success last school year? Didn't have any. Nope. Bad time. No, not really. Didn't have any successes. I guess I got a 5 on the AP Lang test. That would probably be the biggest success. That kind of makes up for failing 2 classes. At this moment in time, who are your 3 best friends? My friend Al, who I've been friends with since before we were even in kindergarten. Like, we were on a dance squad together when we were like 3. Of course, it was a bad dance squad because we were 3, but we've been friends ever since, and it's kind of funny because we grew up together pretty much, and then both ended up being trans-masc, which is still just a really wild coincidence. And then I would say my friend Jenna, because I've known her since middle school, and we didn't really click until like 8th grade, but she's definitely been there for me, and I'm there for her, and it's always a good time hanging out with her, and we go and see all of the new Marvel movies together. It's kind of a tradition now. And then third, I don't know. I have a lot of like not so close friends, and then like Al and Jenna are like my only really close friends, but I guess in third place I would probably put Santiago, my friend Santiago, because we didn't really start talking till last year, but we did click like right away, so he's definitely getting up there on people I'm willing to actually talk to about personal stuff range, which is kind of what I consider a best friend to be, is somebody that you can talk to about serious things rather than just inside jokes and crap like that. Describe the upcoming year in 3 words. Terrifying, deliberate, and onerous. I will always remember Mr. Mellon's class. AP Psych, I got a 5 in that class. I took it in sophomore year. It was a really good class, and I learned a lot of stuff, and Mellon is, to this day, still one of my favorite teachers. I eat lunch in his classroom and everything. I'm definitely never going to forget that. What do you plan to do after Apopka High School? I plan to go to college, hopefully a good one, and study psychology as my major, and then maybe minor in something else, like maybe criminology, sociology, something that goes along with psychology well, because I want to be an FBI profiler whenever I'm older. And I hope not to have any student loans. That's definitely a thing I plan not to do after Apopka High School. But yeah, that's about it. Where do you think you will be for your 10th high school reunion? Let's see, I'll be almost 29, so hopefully either out of college or almost finished with college, because I want to pursue a doctorate, so I know that's a lot of schooling, especially if I want to add a medical degree to it, because that way if I become a therapist I can also prescribe medications, which is important, especially in the kind of field that I would want to go into, because I would want to specialize in transgender patients because we don't have enough actual trans therapists treating trans patients, and I think that creates a lot of gatekeeping, and that's not good. As far as jobs go, I would hope to be working in some sort of psychology-based job, but probably not as a psychologist yet, especially if I don't have my doctorate. Maybe for a charity or something like that. Like if I could work for like Harry Potter Alliance, Glisten, something like that, like that would be great, because also if you work for a charity for 10 years and you do have student loans, then you can they can be forgiven. The government will forgive them if you work for a charity or in a government position. Who do you know that you will still know 20 years from now? I mean, I'm not considering my family for this because obviously I'm going to know my family my whole life. Probably Al and Jenna. I feel like Al, our friendship has persisted this long. Like, I don't think that's a friendship that's just going to last to high school and then be done. Like, we've known each other since before elementary school all the way up to now, which is senior year. I think we're pretty solid friends at this point. We're kind of cemented in each other's lives. And then Jenna, I don't feel like my friendship with Jenna is the type of friendship that just disappears, because it's not that superficial of a friendship. You know, we know each other really well at this point, and we talk to each other all the time. So I feel like we'll probably keep in touch after high school, and then like if I ever end up back in Florida or she ends up wherever I am, then we'll definitely hang out, and I think we will definitely still be friends 20 years from now. That's it. Assignment over.
Hi, this is my video diary for the end of the school year for 2018 to 2019. I am graduating this year, so hopefully this is the last one of these that I'll have to do. So the first question is, what was the best thing that happened in 2018? I started testosterone in 2018, November 16th. Definitely the highlight of that year, because the rest of the year sucked. And then the second question is, what was the worst thing that happened in 2018? I don't know that there was anything that I could like stand out as the worst thing that happened. Nothing like super bad really happened. I guess probably would be failing 2 of my AP exams, just because like one of them I expected to fail, but the other I was kind of like, I didn't think I did that bad. I mean, I took it while I was sick though, so. How is school going this year? Bad? Good? It's alright, I guess. Senior year. I'm doing okay in most of my classes. I'm not doing so great in others. But overall, I think the year's been okay. It's been good. I've started testosterone. I've gotten 2 tattoos. I got my face stabbed through 3 times, as you can probably see. I think it's been alright. How were your holidays, and what was one thing that happened to you that was a good thing? I'm assuming that means like winter break sort of holidays, which is, it's a little bit late to be asking that question, Skyhill. But anyway, my holidays were okay. It kind of sucked because my cousin, who's like one of the most supportive people in my family, wasn't there this year, so that wasn't so great. But overall, it was okay. My sister wasn't too bad, and the family was the family. One specific thing that was good, I suppose, specifically over the holidays, I'm not really sure. I mean, I got some good presents on Christmas, I suppose. I got a laptop. There, that's my good thing. I got a laptop. What did you do New Year's Eve? I went to my uncle's house, and he made me some drinks. Not alcoholic drinks. And we partied, we hung out, we toasted whenever the ball dropped. What was the best song of 2018? I don't follow music that closely, so I don't know what song specifically came out in 2018. Because I don't really follow that. I think Panic at the Disco. I'm not sure which song would be my favorite. I liked High Hopes. I know I have a lot of friends who think that it's overrated, but I liked it. I thought it was a good song, so I guess I'll say that one. I don't know. What was the best movie of 2018? There were a lot of movies that came out in 2018. I would say that my favorite probably was Love, Simon, because that came out early in 2018, I believe. So that would definitely be my favorite. I don't know if it's necessarily cinematically the best. Black Panther was pretty good if you take it from a cinematic standpoint. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna say. What plans do you have for summer of 2019? Hopefully I will be able to hang out with my friends a ton, since I'm gonna be leaving to go to college up in Illinois at the end of the summer. So I want to be able to spend as much time with my friends as possible so that I can kind of be able to say goodbye and stuff like that, because I know there are a lot of friends that I'm probably going to lose touch with completely. And then there are friends that I probably won't, and that's cool too. But I want it to be like my last hurrah, you know? If you will not be at Apopka High School, where will you be? I already kind of answered that. I'll be at University of Illinois studying, well, technically I'll have a major in creative writing, but I'm going to try and get that switched to psychology because creative writing was my second choice. And I really would rather have a major in psychology. So I will be technically studying creative writing, but I will be moving towards a psychology path. What is going to be the hardest thing to do between now and the end of school? That's probably a really good question, but I honestly don't know, because there's not anything that really happens in my life that's super hard necessarily. And I don't have anything specific that I'm looking forward to that's going to be hard. I guess I'm going to amend that to between now and the end of summer. And then the answer to that is going to be saying goodbye to my girlfriend at the end of the summer whenever we go our separate ways for college. Because we're going to try and make long distance work, but it's still going to be really hard not to be able to see each other in person like we do now. So that's probably going to be the hardest thing. So that's all of the questions. I guess that's it. Bye. Alright, so my most memorable place sort of in Apopka High School is GSA. It's not really a place so much as it is a feeling and a like home sort of, because there's been 2 rooms that GSA has been in, once with 2 years with Mrs. Haas and 2 years with Mrs. Ambergy. But every time I'm at GSA, I just remember all the good times I've had, the years that I've been president, the food drives, the people we've helped, Relay for Life, all of that kind of stuff. So it's just like a huge amalgamation of like everything that I've done in GSA, and that's like a huge aspect of my high school career. So that's like a lot. Like we've made signs. We have like flyers and signs, and we've got this big donation box for Zebra Coalition, which is a local homeless shelter sort of organization for LGBT youth. And just GSA is my home. Like, I don't think I'll ever find a place as welcoming as GSA has been. Like, so accepting, like never any invasive questions asked, like nothing like that. It's just, it's home. Hi, I'm Max Topinka, and this is my final DNN video diary for the senior year. So this year has been pretty eventful. It's senior year, so there's been prom, homecoming, all these like final decisions and everything. It's been remarkably good, actually. I never really thought that I would have as much fun at school as I have this year, so it's exceeded my expectations. I really liked all of my classes, all my teachers. Everything has just been really good, which is surprising. Next year, I'm going to University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. I'm technically going for creative writing right now, but I'm going to switch my major to psychology and hopefully dual major if I can, and maybe minor in business, because I think that's a good decision. Hopefully I can afford all of that. The best thing about Apopka High School has definitely been the teachers. I've just found so much support in all of the teachers that I've known. Like, everyone has been so cool. I mean, there's always one or two that leave something to be desired, but for the most part, I've found that teachers here are incredibly accepting and super liberal and super cool. Specifically, I would like to thank Scahill, Mellon, Mr. and Mrs. Hooveris, Mrs. Gardner, just honestly all of them. Everyone's just been so cool. Mellon has talked me through panic attacks. Scahill has been there to spill tea with me. Like, I know all the tea around school thanks to Scahill. It's been a lot of fun. I'd like to thank him for giving me that. I'd like to thank Mellon for talking me through panic attacks and for being there to kind of talk to whenever I needed to. Mr. and Mrs. Hooveris have always been super supportive and just people that I could kind of go to if I needed to. And Miss Gardner, of course, has been awesome for so many years now. Mrs. Hooveris too. I've known them 3 years because of NEHS, so memorable teachers kind of goes along the same sort of way. Mr. Hooveris, Mrs. Hooveris, Mellon, Scahill, Anchell, Mr. Peters, Miss Gardner, Mr. Trumpeter. He told me once that life sucks and then you die, so that really stuck with me. I think that's a good philosophy to have, you know, keep your bar set low. I don't have a whole lot of regrets from school. I've actually managed to live my life pretty well in school. I know a lot of people are not nearly as lucky as I am, and I am very grateful for the fact that I've been able to live my truth through almost all of high school pretty much, and finally managed to actually start my medical transition from female to male this year. It's honestly more than I ever could have asked for in a school life, so I really don't have any regrets. I stand by every decision I've made. A memorable moment from this year, assuming it doesn't have to pertain to Apopka necessarily, would definitely be my first testosterone shot. It was nerve-wracking and horrible at the time, but now that I've been doing it for so long, I just look back on that and I'm like, I was really strong. Like, I was surrounded by friends, I had everything I needed, I did it in the best way possible, I didn't cut corners or anything like that, and I did it, and that's what matters. I think that's the main thing. In 10 years, I will hopefully be well on my way to getting my doctorate in psychology, and hopefully I will have maybe an internship or a career already concerning maybe therapy or like I'd like to be in the FBI. I don't know if I necessarily have the outlook or capability to actually do that, but I think it would be cool to like pursue that. So I would like to be also on my way to being an FBI agent and maybe have like a steady relationship and just be happy, you know? That's really all I can ask for, is to be happy. good lord. DNN is a whole riot. The funniest thing that happens in DNN, that has happened in DNN, get away from here, stupid love bug. Can I just say Nick Carey? I mean, he's a whole idiot, but he's hilarious with it. And all the stories that people have told, all the good memories, everything's just super funny in general. DNN is just a really funny class. Specifically, there's the time Owen told us about a girl sticking her fingers up his ass to try and hit his prostate while she was blowing him. That was really funny. He looked so ashamed, and it was just, I guess the most memorable thing about DNN is all of my classmates. There's not really any one specific moment, but everybody in DNN has been really cool, and I'm really happy with everything I've been able to do in DNN and all the people I've met, like Jackson, Chase, Kyle, Brian, Nick and Owen, Aiden especially, although I met Aiden through AP Art History too. I really got to know him through DNN. So that's been super memorable. I don't think I'll ever forget any of those people, especially Scahill. I will never forget Scahill. Yeah, there we go. Most memorable thing about Scahill. Definitely all the crazy stories and like drama he's been involved in. I know a lot. I won't say anything on here because that's his business and not mine, but he's told me a lot, and I think it's super weird and interesting, kind of funny that he always gets involved in all of this drama and knows all this crap about all these different teachers, and I really appreciate that I know all of that stuff now too. Okay, how do I want to be remembered? I guess it'd be cool to be remembered as like an advocate, I guess, for LGBT people on campus. I've been the GSA president for 3 years now, and I was the freshman rep my first year. And I think I've been able to do some good through GSA, so I hope I'm not so easily forgotten as the president my first year was. Because he's not really talked about anymore because GSA wasn't really a big presence, and I think I've been able to grow that presence. And I'd really like to be remembered as somebody who did something for my community. In 20 years, I think the thing I'll remember most about AHS is also just the teachers, because, again, I've met so many cool people through teachers, and I've met so many cool teachers, and I really think that a lot of my teachers I'm just going to stay connected with, because they've been so cool and such a prevalent force in my life for so long, and a lot of the teachers I've had for multiple years, I just really don't think I'm gonna lose those memories. I think that's gonna stick with me. So now I guess I will attach a clip of me and some of my best friends. There might be multiple clips, I'm not sure. I hope it is good, I guess. I've got some good friends, but it's not always easy to capture that on video, so we'll see.
Do it!
Thinks they're like, fuck.
You ready?
Yes.
Woo! Yeah, baby! Stay right! Oh, shit! Oh, no! Yes! No, want some? Yes!
Alrighty, so
is James Henderson. It is September 6th, around a little after 9 a.m. What are you looking forward to this year? Well, I just started doing dual enrollment, so I'm taking 4 classes online and 3 at the high school, so it's a little bit easier than taking 4 APs at the high school last year. That was rough, especially considering I took AP Bio, which was not fun to say the least. One thing you hope will happen this year. I'm really kind of hoping to expand my social circle. Excuse me, social circle. You know, and just meet more people. What do you think about Apopka High School? It's not too shabby. I mean, there's a lot of worse places you could go. Honestly, I think objectively, Apopka is the best high school in the area. One thing you remember about elementary school? I was a really weird kid. Like really, really weird. Like I would just like shout random phrases in Dutch. Yeah. Anyway, one thing you remember about middle school? I actually don't remember a whole lot about middle school. It went by fast. But I do remember that my 8th grade year, me and my friends, we all tried out for every single sports team, which was fun. What is one thing you remember most about last school year? AP Bio. Goodness, that class was hell. Oh gosh. I'm getting flashbacks just thinking about it. Okay, what was the funniest thing that happened last school year? The entirety of DNN 6th period last year was hilarious. There was never a dull moment. No. My dog's chasing a squirrel, sorry. Anyway, what was your biggest success last school year? I passed AP Bio with a 3. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Miss Grumman, for the $50. And I hate you. At this moment, who are your 3 best friends? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't really have like specific like best friends. I just have like a group of friends that I hang out with. But I'd say probably Jackson Hooveris, you know. Yeah. Let's see, who are the other 2? Okay, I'm not gonna go just 3 because that's not giving enough people credit. I'd also say Miguel Castillo, Jackson Davis, Harley Hansen, Alicia Hess, CC Reynoso, and a couple other people, but that's just the people that come to the top of my head at the moment. Describe the upcoming year in 3 words. Shoot. Ugh, this is a tough one. Alright, let's do good. There you go, that's 3, because, you know, I want to do good. Okay. Fill in blank. I will always remember, I think I'll always remember doing the golf team, because honestly, it's not that bad, you know. I mean, I enjoy playing. I'm not the best player on the team, but, you know, still I'm having fun. I'm getting better, so. Alright, what do you plan to do after Apopka High School? Actually, I've kind of gotten into debate now, and I'm enjoying it so much so I think I actually might study the law. Right now, I mean, it varies from moment to moment, but I'm thinking about being a criminal defense attorney because, you know, I would just, like, be mostly bored at other jobs, like working 9 to 5 in a cubicle under some fluorescent lights for the rest of my life. That does not sound like fun. Where do you think you will be for your 10th high school reunion? Okay, I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. Hopefully I'll be graduated from college and living somewhere. Might be married, but, you know, if not, then whatever. Shoot, let's see, 10 years, I'll be 20, how old am I? Yeah, so I'll be about 26. Hopefully I'll be, like, a couple years into my career, you know? Because, like, if I'm doing dual enrollment at the high school, with Valencia and at the high school. So if I can get my AA by the time I graduate, then I'll shave 2 years off of my college. which makes it, I think, about 5 or 6 years until I can get a law degree, which is not that bad compared to like 7 or 8, which I would be if I didn't do dual enrollment. Shoot. Who do you know that you will still know 20 years from now? I mean, it's like Scale was saying in class, like there's like this one group of like teachers and people that like went to Apopka all together in the same year and graduated in like 1990, and they all like are still friends now. And I feel like my friend group is honestly going to be like that. So people like Jackson Hoover's, Jackson Davis, and like all the other people I named, I feel like we're all going to remain pretty close in contact. Because I mean, even though we don't have a lot of classes now, we still find time to like hang out and stuff. So I'm not worried about like falling away from them. So that is about it. You're welcome, world. Cool.
Alright, so I am here in the Apopka student parking lot. And so just a quick story about one thing that happened here was, a few months ago, I think maybe 1 or 2, I recently become friends with this one girl named Lauren, and we hadn't necessarily like, I wouldn't necessarily say we hadn't talked a whole much because we had FaceTimed a couple times, but I mean, just we hadn't had a whole lot of like face-to-face interactions. But she just kind of like texted me one day, like right as I was about to leave. Actually, I think I got a call. So like she called me like right as I was about to leave the student parking lot because I was heading out early, and she asked you know, where I was at. So I just told her like, you know, like the student parking lot. And so then she asked if she could come like see me, like come talk, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, sure. And so we met up in my car, and honestly, we just had like a really long conversation about everything that was happening. Like she had been going through a rough patch. She had some family issues. She was trying to work out. Just a lot going on in school and life and everything was just kind of building up with her. And so honestly, that was kind of like one of the real like first like bonding relationships we kind of had. And like at this point, like I would consider her like one of my best friends, and it kind of all stemmed from her really just like complaining and, you know, me like playing shrink in my car. And I think for Christmas was yeah, it was a Christmas this year. She got me this see if I can grab it. It was a Frank Ocean Channel Orange CD, which, I mean, if you know anything about me, then you definitely know that I'm like a huge Frank Ocean fan. And like the fact that she had gone out of her way to like buy that for me, like and we'd only been friends for like a very short amount of time, it was honestly just like one of the most thoughtful things like anyone has ever done for me. And so now she's like definitely like one of my best friends, and that really, I feel like our whole relationship kind of just stemmed from like a conversation in my car in this parking lot. And so yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So cool. Welcome to the jungle, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, James Henderson, back at it again with another video diary for Scahill. Let's get to it. Best thing in 2018. I did not die. You know, that was a fun part of 2018. Not dying is always top of my priority list. Worst thing in 2018. I don't know. There was probably like a lot of you know, like shootings and, you know, natural disasters. Those aren't fun at all. Those are counterproductive of my top priority list, which is not dying for the most part. How's the school year? School year's going pretty good. It's can't complain much. I'm taking 4 Valencia classes this semester, 3 regular ones at the high school. The online classes are tough to keep track of, but I mean, they're easier than I would guess you would say like a regular class. How were your holidays? My holidays, they're actually pretty good. Can't complain much about Christmas. Got a huge bottle of cologne that smells really nice. I mean, you can't smell it through the camera, you know, obviously, but that was fun to do. New Year's Eve, what did you do? For New Year's Eve, went to my friend Cece's house with a couple other people I've been close with for the past couple years. We just mostly like hung out, chilled, talked, listened to music, you know, the whole time. A pretty chill experience. We watched the ball drop down in Spanish because Cecilia is Dominican. So, best song 2018. I wouldn't necessarily say the best song of 2018 is Astroworld, but rather the best album, which is released by Travis Scott. He worked on the production for, excuse me, I think 5 years or something crazy like that. And you can really tell because the production on it is great, lyrics are pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at now. Best movie, without a doubt, Infinity War, which was the Avengers one. And the reason I say that is because I've honestly been waiting on that movie since I was roughly, I don't know, 10 years old? Wait, no, 8 years old in fact, so even longer. So like 10 years, how old was I was 7. Okay, change of plan. So, yeah, I was roughly like 7 years old whenever like the first Iron Man came out. I've loved the Marvel movies ever since. And to see like the whole culmination of the entire universe coming together, pretty wicked, man. Plans for summer. Recently I got a job working at the Barrel last summer. So this summer I'm probably just going to keep on working up at the good old Barrel of Barrels, the Cracker Barrel. Just a young cracker trying to survive the barrel, you know. I'm going to do that and probably take a couple summer classes with Valencia, you know, get my education, get my AA. Hardest thing between now and the end of the school year, just not getting caught up in all the dramas and the people and the fools and all the bad stuff going on, I guess. People stay crazy, so I'm assuming if you're watching this here in the future, hopefully I listen to my own advice. You know, I'm not dead or snorting heroin. Wait. Or shooting heroin. My bad. You snort cocaine, but you know. Sorry, I'm just very adept at my drug references. Alright, so I'm about to run out of storage on my phone, so I think that'll just about do it. Peace out, people of the future. See you soon. Alrighty, and we are back with another video diary. This time in my car. I am not driving. I am parked. How was the year now that we are at the end? This year was really tiring, honestly. There was a good stretch where I was working 2 jobs, one down at the Barrel and the other down at the Hurricanes. I just worked like a 7-hour shift last night. Supposed to be 6, but management is not as diligent as myself. I mean, you know, not to brag or anything, but I consider myself pretty diligent. What was the most memorable moment of the school year? Shoot. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, this year wasn't really like a super memorable year. I mean, like homecoming was fun and everything. Working's fun, but I mean, it's just like been mostly like a busy year. This junior year, but oh well. Where do you think you will be in 10 years? Okay, so finally got this whole plan college thing done, I guess. And so I'm doing dual enrollment now. I'm gonna have my AA roughly by the time I graduate high school. So then that'll shave like 2 years off of a higher degree if I needed to get it. So what I want to do now is I want to get my doctorate in psychology and then hopefully become a college professor or possibly a clinical psychologist. So hopefully I'll be doing that. The funniest thing that happened in DNN, let's see, Justin and Coggle made this fantastic documentary about Skahill's life. I was actually featured in that, not to brag or anything, but I'm pretty much a movie star now. Yeah, that was absolutely like hilarious. It was so amazing to see little Skahill. Quite disturbing too. What is one thing Skahill said or did that you will remember? See, I used to always go into Skahill's office and bounce around possible, you know, like business ideas. For example, I had this fantastic idea for a alcoholic yogurt. You know, I thought it was pretty great because yogurt's already fermented, but yeah, so I would just like bounce ideas off of him. And honestly, Skahill's feedback is so wise and so critical I don't know why he doesn't rule the world right now. Is there anyone at AHS you would like to thank? Scahill, fantastic guy. What a fella. For he's a jolly good fellow and all that jazz. What do you think you will remember most years from now about your time at AHS? Geez, probably just all the crap I did. Like, even my 4th period teacher, Mr. Blevins, was commenting about how, like, he saw me at work, like, the night before, and then he saw me, like, on the school news in the morning, and then, like, in class again, and he was just, like, asking me, like, how I did, and really, I just, like, jacked myself up on caffeine, like an unholy amount of caffeine. It's really bad. Yeah, I'm still trying to detox. Maybe I'll try tea. No, I don't want to try tea. I'm gonna keep doing coffee. Let's see. How do you want to be remembered? Will I be remembered? I mean, being remembered in general, I guess, would be cool. Just a fun guy, like a mellow mushroom of sorts. If you'll pardon the pun. My goodness, that was terrible. If you haven't noticed by now, I make terrible jokes that, like, literally, like, no one laughs, but, like, I make myself laugh, and then, like, I make other people laugh while, like, I make myself laugh, so it's all good. Okay. Next up is a video clip of me and my besties. I'm probably just gonna compile a bunch, so we will get right on that right about now.
Of applying the rubric, look at some patterns commonly seen in student work, and address commonly asked questions about scoring. After that, I promise I will release you from death by power.
That's just all you know. We don't know nothing else.
You need to see though. Read the comments.
That's how we already know. Winner's here.
We're listening to the real chef.
My dog will probably do it for a Louis Bell.
Why are you spending? I love that.
Alright, you guys want to hear my sick
No,
note?
Just listen to him.
Sun is down. Freezing cold.